So today I'm going for another large painting, and I am going with a analogous color harmony, meaning on the color wheel the analogous colors are the colors next to each other. So here in this case it's blue, purple and red, and I think it's going to be quite nice. I also mixed a little bit of purples, pink and purple. I mixed some purple fluorescent, but it kind of looks like pink, so I'm going to add a little bit of blue. The way I make the fluorescent purple is mixing pink and blue. I've had a little bit of demand for blue and purple, fluorescent purple in my comments, and so I thought I would mix some. A little bit more. It's still a very warm purple, but it's purple and it's going to glow kind of purple pink under the black light. It's going to be nice. And so I thought that is an interesting fact to know. So basically it's a lot of purple, a lot of pink to a little bit of blue, and I used my new Goldent high flow acrylics for that. Also, I mixed some Quinacridone Magenta. Most of these are inks, and the inks I mixed 1 part ink to 10 part medium. I have a heavy body acrylic, and it's a Goldent acrylic, so it's very pigmented, it's also very thick, so I mixed 40% paint to 60% medium, and then I added 25% water. And I have 2 fluid acrylics, the white, which is only paint in medium, 30% paint, 70% medium, that's it, and the crimson Quinacridone, that it makes it look like I murdered somebody, but I assure you I haven't. It's just I had a little bit of an incident with the crimson here. But it's 30% paint, 70% medium, and then I add about 10% water, more like 15 actually, for the fluid acrylics. And I add water to the inks too, but not a lot, maybe 5%, just to help them settle up. They're already quite liquid, so they don't need all that much water, and I want them to keep the right consistency. I want them to go off of my brush, making a little filament, but it kind of breaks off too. Like it's a filament that breaks off and drips. Hopefully that made sense. And I will... yeah, that's it. I will know nothing else. I will zoom you in and get started with that. I intend on making a puddle pour today. I love the look it gives a painting, and so yeah, let's get started with that. Hey there, Sauve from the future. So I was editing the video late at night, just the day before it's supposed to go online, and well, the video needs to upload for a couple, well, overnight basically, because of my super internet. And I realized that all the footage of when I pour is out of focus, and yeah, really sorry about that. I have no excuse. I'm just realizing that the filming alone is a lot more difficult than I thought, and my brain forgets a lot, thinking it's because of the pain, but yeah, basically I have no excuses. really sorry about that. The next video will be in focus and much better. So yeah, really sorry, and I hope you can forgive me. So I decided on a bit of a different angle today, since I have a pretty large canvas and we can see it better that way. And it's also less complicated for me since I'm alone and it's not a great day, but I have to paint, and painting is going to make me forget about the pain. Fibromyalgia, it's a pain, literally. Alright, so yeah, puddle pour. Going to start and make some puddles all around. The blue here is pearlescent, and so is one of the pink. Whoops. I also want to mention the puddle pour is the technique Melissa D used. Melly D. Not sure if her name is Melissa. I want to mention here the technique I'm using, the puddle pour, is the technique Melly D is using the most for fluid acrylic paintings. And it was one of the first techniques that I tried after watching some of her videos, so you can check her YouTube out. She has great tutorials. I think the puddle pour is going to create a whole bunch of lines and a nice composition to this painting. Since it's so big, and I think it's going to make it quite interesting. You can see the texture I was talking about. Filament, but it's like breaking out. I almost dropped my cup in the paint. Try not to do that. Doesn't work all that well. And the last color is going to be white. And why is that? Because the white has a heavier density, and if I put it on top, I have a better chance of getting it on top of the other colors, causing the other colors to swell up. And if you also noticed, while I was pouring, I kept most of the white for the last rings. And now it's time to move this. I'll give you a time lapse. Meanwhile, I'll cover the corners and pop the bubbles. Alright, so it turned out really nice. I love it, and I think it has a really nice composition. I love the big blotch of white here. Love the line in the middle as usual. Well, it's not quite middle, it's at an angle, but I think it looks really cool. I love all the lines that the puddles created, like here, here, mostly here. It's really lovely. I just made a cat hair fall in there. So yeah, really nice, really lovely painting. It's not the usual look, and I quite like that. I love also the lacing on the edge here, and it's right in the middle line, so it's nice, people can see it and it jumps at you. Same here, there's a bit of lacing, but mostly a couple of cells here and there. Mostly the cells are on the edges of the lines, and I think that's quite interesting. It just goes to show that really the layering of the paint on top of each other is what creates the cells. And if you layer a heavy density paint on top of a light density paint, well, you're more likely to have cells. And now I have every time I point at something, I put more cat hairs. So my clothing also has some cat hairs on. So yeah. Also, I popped the bubbles with my hairdryer from a high height. I think it really works nicely. Bunch of bubble popped just in seconds, and you do not need heat as well. You just need the air to blow on the painting. And I mean, you could achieve that just blowing yourself on the painting, but yeah, that's a bit more complicated for a painting that size. You'll have time to blow on it and tire yourself out, pass out from a lack of air or hyperventilation, so I do not suggest you do that for a large painting. Something weird happened on the top here. I'm thinking the color under the white is pushing it up. The white is the densest here, there's no question about that. After that, the metallic inks are the densest. And after that, I'm thinking either the Quinacridone Magenta or the Quinacridone Crimson, and then there's also the Ultramarine Violet, and finally the less dense would be the purple that I made. Well, purple, it's kind of pinkish purple, but I'm pretty sure it will glow under the black light, that purple hue, and I can't wait to see that. Oh, and I also painted my floor again. Yeah. I'll have to clean that up. My table, it really is too small. Other than that, well, I am a happy painter. And we're back, and I am sitting here awkwardly because, yeah, I had to put some wax paper on the floor to prevent for painting my floor more after I cleaned it. Yeah, can't wait to have a bigger table and a room in which I can put it and put like a shower curtain or something on the floor so I do not paint it. Tricks for you guys who can do it. Shower curtain on the floor. People in my Facebook group suggested it. Also, if you want to join the group, the link is in the description below. And it's a fun group. No pressure. You can share whatever you want. Even if it's not pouring, I like to see what everyone is up to. And yeah. Love this painting. Really happy with the result. It's still changing, it's still moving a little bit, but it should pretty much settle that way. And yeah. That's about it for today. And on that note, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day. Make sure to subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!